Yo, what's up guys? So today I'm teaching you a really nice and entertaining card trick called Lucky 7's by Nick Trost. It's out of his book, The Subtle Card Creations of Nick Trost, Volume 8. I've slightly modified the overall presentation and the handling, and it just fits my style a little bit better, and I hope you like it. Alright, so this is the kind of trick that I can't really perform for you on camera, so what I'll do instead is just teach it as I go, alright? So the main effect is you have two participants and you try to get lucky with picking cards and trying to guess what the cards are, but all of a sudden you each pick the same card and they have the same card too, and you also have a prediction of sorts in your pocket, alright? So what's going to happen is that you have one of the 7's in your pocket, alright? So that's ready to go in your pocket. And then the other, one of the 7's is 7th from the top. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So the other two 7's are on the bottom of the deck. 1, 2, 7's like that. But it's important to have a cover card so they can't see what the bottom card is. So what you do is you start off by giving the deck a false shuffle, retaining the top stock and the bottom stock. And I like to do that self-working false shuffle, where you just take groups of cards like this, keep turning them face down so they're all staggered like that, and that's a completely false shuffle. Although it looks like a shuffle, it's not. So we can have this person do is square them up like this, and then like that. So they just push them in and square them up. Now you have the person who just did that cut the packet into 3 equal piles. Say, would you please cut the deck into 3 equal piles face down on the table, right? So they do that. That's 1, 2, and 3. Now you say, since you've been working so hard, just relax for a minute and just hold on to your cards in your hands, alright? Now what's happened here is that they have the packet with the 7th from the top, alright? So now the other two 7's are on this pile here, like that, and so what you want to do is give the other person the middle packet, alright? So they take the middle packet, and you say, look, in a minute we're going to each pick a card, and we'll try and guess what the card is. So you're steering them in the direction where you're trying to like do this trick where you guess each other's cards, right? So just to lead them down a garden path, so to speak, all right? So you say first, pick the packet up and give it a quick shuffle. That way nobody knows where any cards are. So what you're gonna do is obviously a slip shuffle, slipping that 5 anywhere you want, like this, and then just making sure that those 7's end up back on the bottom like that. Alright, so that's all you do there. And while they're shuffling, they can't notice anything anyway, so they're shuffling their cards like that, and then you both set them down. Now you say, look, just so that we can't see any cards, let's bring them under the table. Alright, so what you do is just bring it under the table, so you know they can't see any cards. But what you're doing really is taking out that bottom card like this, and then coming up, and then putting that card there. So it's just the bottom card you're taking off that one of the 7's, and then putting it like that when you come back up. So they can't see where the card is coming from, right? So, and they legitimately take out any card they want to. It doesn't matter, so they put that right there. Now what you do is you exchange cards. Say, look, I'll take your card, you take mine. And what you're going to do is go back under the table. Say, just so that we can't see anything at all, we'll put them back face up in our packets, all right? So what you do is you pretend like you're going to put it face up in your packet, but really, when you go back under, this is what you're doing secretly. You're just putting their card on top like this, taking the other 7 like this, turning it face up, and putting it in the middle. So that's what's happening. Secretly, you're doing this under the table. Don't do this openly, of course. It's always under the table when you're doing this. Put their card on top, take that bottom card, put it face up like this. And they honestly take your card, put it face up, and put it in the middle. Now, there's really no reason why you're doing this whole awkward exchange of cards and going under the table, right? Other than trying to hide moves. And so what I've done to this trick is alter the presentation to where you're trying to guess each other's cards and you don't want to see anything. You don't want them to see your card. You don't want to see any cards, right? So that's why you're being secretive about it and hiding it under the table just so you can't see the cards. And so the original handling was that you're doing this for no reason, just trying to get a card. So there had to have been a reason why you're doing all the secret move anyway. You say, look, I'm gonna try to guess what your card is. And you say, wait a minute. And it's sort of like change direction, right? You say, wait a minute, this is weird. This never happens before. I think we might have gotten lucky here. I think we might have picked the same card or we're close to the same card. See, this never happens. I think we both picked a 7. And already, they'll be kind of stressed out about trying to guess your card, right? So by saying this, look, I think we both picked a 7, that puts them off the hook and gets them less stressed out, and they'll appreciate what's about to happen even more. So I say, look, I think you picked a black 7. Let's check. And of course, there was a black 7. And then you say, what do you have? And then they spread the deck, and they see that they have a black 7 as well, which is a great moment. So like really let this sink in before you move on. Now you say, look, if we got lucky, I wonder if you got lucky too. And they've been holding that the whole time. They've just been watching everything, right? So you say, look, we both picked a 7. How about you just let's just count 7 cards, and don't make this seem like it was planned. Just make it seem like it's off the cuff. Like, I wonder what happened if you counted 7 cards. Let's see, right? So they do that. They count 7 cards. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And of course, it's the other 7. Boom, just like that. And so already you're like, amazing, right? And say stuff like, this is so crazy, this never happens, we must have really gotten lucky. And then you wait for a minute to reveal this 7 in your pocket, and you say, look, now that's so weird. Luck just follows me around. In fact, I bring luck everywhere I go. And in fact, I always keep a lucky card right here in my pocket. And you know what? It's the other 7. And the fact that you were trying to do like a weird trick at first, trying to guess each other's cards, and then changing focus to this strange thing that's happening, it's not really a magic trick, it's not really a card trick, it's just something special that's happening between you and your assistant. So it's a really cool trick, and people just love it, you know, people really appreciate the special thing that happened between you and all that lucky card and stuff like that. So give it a try, maybe you'll like it. Alright guys, so as always, thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. It means a lot to me, and it helps the channel more than you'd think. If you got value from this video, do me a big favor and hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button, and it really means the world to me. So until next time, happy practicing. I love you guys.